Hello and welcome to Saturday Afternoon Football. Dennis Cometti here, broadcasting live. Great to be back in Melbourne, the world leader in the number of people around whom you shouldn't make a sudden move. Welcome to the MCG. For this match, I'm joined by a titan of the Richmond Football Club, Matthew Richardson.
Hi, Dan. Today should be a good match.
They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. Umpire tosses the coin. The Eagles kicking to the right of score, breaking the red 5. Still early days in this year's season. Obviously, still a chance for some of those underperforming teams to work their way up the ladder.
It's been a ripper start to the season, and we've seen that for all the planning and coaching that happens during the week. Anything can happen in 120 minutes of footy.
Both these teams coming off losses. Well, they say patience is a virtue, but if we wait any longer for the siren to kick things off, I'm sure this crowd will get a little unruly and maybe take matters into their own hands. The ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. The umpire has bounced the ball. Kruzik nicely outclassing Nui. Slams it on the boot. Good mark by Murphy. Marston brought him down, holding the ball. Chips it down towards half forward. A nice running mark. He decides to play on. Plowman clears it out of the 50. Rowe ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. Kerridge had it, lost it. Intercepted by Shuey. Takes it well.
Plowman just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid grow. Jones drops the ball. The ball has been grabbed on the bounce.
Holding the ball.
He chooses to play it on. Jones with a terrible kick.
Sends the Sharon on its way. It's Edward Scissorhands. Graham made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. Simpson gets the ball. Simpson shoots. That's a very well executed goal. That's 2 in a row for Carlton. Pressure really being applied now at this early stage to West Coast. Umpire has good bounce. Big thump from Cruiser with the ball now. Lamb kicks from the pack. Cherno soars over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses. Looks like he forgot to practice his kicking during the week. Out on the full, West Coast free kick. He kicks quickly. A big run to take that back. Cherno with the pass. Graham hammers the ball for goal. Graham with the goal. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. The ruckmen, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Cruiser gets onto the ball. Punishing kick from Cripps. Wiedering claims the ball. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. An ideal position to be kicking from. That's 4 in a row for the Blues. The Blues by 4 goals. That replay shows just how good that goal was.
Cruiser, it's just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. Right, slams the ball to his boot. Simpson misses the ball. He completely mistimes the kick.
I would have expected him to nail that. Hearn will take his time. He doesn't want to see it turn over and come back straight over his head. Bumps the pigskin. Cripps grabs that one. Going for goal number 1. That's bad work. Carlton leads by 26. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Plays onto himself. Hearn kicks hard along the boundary line. Keeps it alive. Sorry, I spoke too soon. It goes across the line. The ruckman battle it out. Big thump from Cruiser. Picked up under pressure. Mullet kicks. Hutchings has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark.
Hutchings just has endless possibilities. I'm really excited to watch this kid go. Silvani has hit the woodwork. The Blues lead the Eagles.
That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Cripps was surrounded. He needed to mark it, and he did. Kerridge is streaming past and gets the footy. Look at that. He's put it through. Kerridge sinking his first goal. This kick puts them further into the lead. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. The Blues are in the lead by 33.
Don't look back, the Blues. Something might be gaining on you.
Cruiser is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate that Nui. Let's see what the stats have to show.
The Blues have a firm grip of the ball when it comes to marking with 11 on the board. West Coast have a bit of catching up to do with only 1. Carlton way out in front of West Coast with the possessions, 82% next to their name. Both teams fairly close in the tackling stats. The Eagles 2, the Blues 1. The handball stats show that the two teams are fairly even, with Carlton on 2 and the Eagles on 1.
Enlightening, Richo. And we're back for the second term.
Football doesn't build character, it reveals it.
Clean tap by Cruiser. Has it now. He kicks the ball out of congestion. Simply outplayed the opposition there. He's elected to play on. Cherno has a head which is much better than his feet. If only he had 3 heads, 1 on each leg. Vardy slams it on the boot. He gets above the crowd. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. It was all his. Simpson just gauging which way that wind is blowing. 20 metres from home. Too much ambition is a bad thing to have in this pocket. Rattled the woodwork on the full. Free kick. Hearn keeping calm, and he kicks the ball out of the 50.
It's no wonder the Eagles are falling behind with a marking count like that. If they don't start getting into the contest and start taking some marks, this game will be lost for them. He plays on with it. He boots it. Curnow claims the ball.
Can he kick it from here, Richard?
I would expect him to get this, Dennis.
50 metres from home. Kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. 15 metres out. Rain shoots for goal. Carlton could scored the last 6 goals. Carlton in front. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Cruiser with the first touch. Takes possession. Booted by Pro. A nice running mark. Lining up the goal now. Nice and bad from this position, you would think. Nice work from Curnow. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 25 metres out. He's kicking from a 45-degree angle. The Blues with the advantage as they lead the Eagles 45-0. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Here's the bounce. Cruiser with the mighty fist. Kicks. A big run to take that mark. Casbolt setting his sights on the goals. 30 metres from home. Carlton get a goal. Casbolt with his first. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game.
Casbolt is just a real slippery customer if you give him any space.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Kruzik with the punch. Jones controls. That kick has covered a very long distance. Good mark on the run. Takes his time as he lines up the goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Has he? Yes, he's pulled it. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell him 15 metres on. The Blues leads by 57.
Curnow got a really good footballing brain.
The Ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Kruzik with the punch, controlled by Shuey. Cripps brought him down, holding the ball. He opts to play on. Pumps it inside the 50. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Casbolt lining up. Casbolt pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. Carlton with a handy break, leading the Eagles 63-0.
Casbolt's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game.
And that goal is right off the top shelf for him. Kruzik directs it down. The ball in the hands of Pro. He gives the ball a mighty roost. He spent that one before he had it. Soccer kick. Didn't middle that kick, did he, Richard?
He might as well have just dropped the ball on the ground, Dennis.
Umpire calls for a boundary throw. The Ruckman jostle for position. Kruzik gets the tap. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Thomas slams one on the boot for goal. Carlton beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 69-0. All is in readiness. Bounce straight down. Tap to advantage. Has it now. Picked by Cripps. He takes an uncontested mark. Opportunity now for Casbolt. Carlton with the advantage as they lead West Coast 70-0. Hearn looking for a lead. He decides to play on. A rushed kick. Perfect timing from Curnow. What do you think, Richard? Can he make this one?
This angle will test him, I reckon, Dennis.
Curnow slots the goal. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. Carlton with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading the Eagles 76-0. The siren sounds, and that's the end of the second term. The score's the Blues 76 to the Eagles 0.
I'd expect the coach will be asking for more of the same in the second half with a first half performance like that.
We'll have a look at the stats.
Carlton are winning almost everything in this match.
Thanks for sharing that with us, Richard. It's half time and both teams will be deep in discussion at the moment. The third term is underway.
The best athletes in the world are those willing to push harder than anyone else and go through more pain than anyone else too.
Sends it on its way. It's Edward Scissorhands. The bouncing ball is controlled. Lang has the chance to add one more to his talent. 20 metres from home. The goal's right in front of Simpson. Going for goal number 2. A goal for the Blues. Carlton with the ascendancy over the Eagles, leading the match 82-0. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Natanui hardly provided a challenge. Kerridge controls. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. A solid mark from Lang. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. The Blues like 88. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce is straight as an arrow. Clean tap by Cruiser. Right on the ball at the moment. Sends the Sharon on its way. Curnow marks it. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Curnow shoots it. Chernow did well then. He's kicked a bag of five. Not a bad result. The Blues fight 94. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Kruzik with the tap. Kerridge controls it. Bumps the pigskin. Chernow with the mark. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal on the side. Chernow with the shot. Goal. Chernow getting them further in front. The Blues in front. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Kruzik taps it. He gains possession. Vardy feeds it wide. Nice mark there. He decides to play on. Murphy shins it. Cripps gets the upper hand.
When the forwards are marking the ball so cleanly inside 50 like they are now, it must give the Blues a lot of confidence, especially when the pressure is on. He goes for home. Curnow shoots for goal. Magnificent goal.
Brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Kruzik with the tap. Takes possession. Lamb with a kick out of the pack. No contest for that man. Wuthering, not wasting time, elects to play on. Shepherd with the kick. A big run to take that mark. Not a very good kick. Marked by Simpson. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. 25 metres out. Simpson with the goal. Good things coming through as that's his third. This kick has extended their lead. The ruckman conscious of where their teammates are. They wait for the bounce. Clean tap by Cruiser. The ball in the hands of Vardy. Well, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Murphy plays on. Slams it on the boot. Mullet delusions of grandeur. He brings it out of the pack. Drops the ball. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. Casbolt wasting that opportunity completely. The ball goes out of bounds on the full. Gets boot to high. Marks. Hutchings pounds it long to his teammates. So well timed.
Kerridge needs to do a little bit more work on his jumping. He can get some good height, but it's the timing that's not quite there. Wright taking aim. Wright shoots for goal. That's a mark. He doesn't want to take too long laying this shot up. Casbolt goes for goal. Casbolt just slotted it through for a six-pointer. Carlton go over the Eagles.
Lucky we have that goal recorded because it was first rate. He acknowledges the crowd. The Rucks prepare to go at it to this bounce. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce. As we go into the final break, the scores are Carlton 118, West Coast 0. Both coaches will be anxious, no doubt, to reinforce the importance of the last quarter's performance to their players.
Carlton have all the momentum going into the last quarter. West Coast need to respond, initiate some different options to wrestle this match back.
The third quarter ends with some high scoring on the board. Nat Nui thumps it forward. Richo now with his stats.
The Blues appear to have a distinct advantage with 64 kicks over 18 kicks from West Coast. The gap between Carlton and West Coast is larger than life. 5 marks to West Coast while Carlton sit comfortably ahead on 39. Both teams are neck and neck for handball disposals.
Much appreciated, Richo. It looks like this will be an interesting final quarter.
You and your opponent want the same thing. The only thing that matters is who works the hardest for it.
He picked it up off the ground. Lamb throws it, clear as day. Nat Nui feeds it wide. Murphy ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. So well timed. Chernow setting his sights on the goals. Chernow likes his chances for goal. Lang grabs that one. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Golden opportunity here. He kicks it, gun barrel straight. 3 goals and a fine display from Brown. This kick has extended their lead. Lucky we had that goal recorded because it was first rate. His face says it all. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The Rucks can't complain about that true bounce.
Cruiser has so much potential, he could just be anything. He gathers up the intercepted ball. Nice kick. The Blues have the edge over the Eagles in this match.
All is in readiness. The bounce. Cruiser taps. Mullet with the football. A lovely drop punt. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Lane just gauging which way that wind is blowing. 30 metres out. Looking for another goal here. Carlton had one to their tally. That could be the final nail in the coffin. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Knocks it down in front. Has it now. Rowe slams it on the boot. So well timed. Opportunity now for Ryan. 30 metres from home. The ball is hammered towards goal by Lane. Carlton get the scoreboard ticking over with that goal. Lane getting goal number 5. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Cruiser gets it. Lamb made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. Good mark on the run. Lamb with a chance if he keeps a cool head. Going for goal number 6. Check up a goal for the Blues. Lamb getting them further in front. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Lamb is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The ball is bounced.
The Blues have just been so dominant in the ruck, and that's been able to give their midfielders so much time and space, and that's why they lead this match. Curnow lines up. Curnow kicks for goal. Casbolt over. Lining it up with the goal now. Casbolt takes a shot.
All is in readiness. The bounce, laser straight. Cruiser nicely outclassing Matt Newey. Lucky bounce collected, sends it on its way. The umpire allows play to continue. Murphy puts it on the boot. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Quick kick out of the pack by Redden.
Shuey can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. Lamb gets a favourable bounce. He grabs it right, taking aim. He really had to make more of that. Carlton lead West Coast.
That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. 30 metres out. Jeno shoots for goal. He's missed a lot. The ball goes out of bounds on the full. Boots it. The contest, no match for him. Approaching the goals now. Carlton Pike, 156. It's not the score he was looking for and has a few options. He steadies now in front of goal. Wintering shoots it. Goal. He's bagged a couple now. Carlton are in control of this game. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Here we go. Nat Newey without a touch. The clearance by Phillips. Slams it on the boot. West Coast really had their pants pulled down on this occasion. Richo, did you enjoy the matchup between Carlton and West Coast?
Well, they got into a situation where they were a few goals down and all of a sudden the players lost faith and thought, why bother? It was like they decided that the scoreboard damage was too much and that they couldn't handle it any longer, so just gave up. The whole team switched off, and that's why this turned out to be a blowout.
Final scores are 162-0. Thanks for joining us. As always, it's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you back soon. Hi, I'm Dennis Cometti. A low crowd, really, perhaps reflective of the status of these two teams. When they talk about great Tigers, the man to the right of me is always on the shortlist. Welcome, Matthew Richardson.
Thanks, Dennis. I've been looking forward to this one all week.
The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banner looks great and everything is spelt correctly. Mind you, I'm the last man to ask. The Power are coming down the race. The look ready and raring, and the crowd are right behind them. Banners ready for the players. We have the toss of the coin. Here we go. It's the Power versus the Cats. Handball finds Stevens. It's boot to leather. A nice running mark. What do you think, Richard? Can he make this one?
He shouldn't have too much trouble from this angle.
35 metres out. No angle to worry about here for Crow. Put Adelaide by a point. Disappointing kick there. Pittard marks on the run. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. 45 metres out. He kicks it long. Great mark over the pack. Pollock getting into position for the kick. 30 metres from home. Pollock shoots for goal. Pollock manages to sneak it through. He sinks his first goal. The game officially underway now. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Clean tap out of the ruck. The bouncing ball is controlled. Dangerfield holds the ball, and that'll be a free kick for Bieber. Jams it on the boot now. Marked by Pollock. Can he kick it from here, Richard?
It's just too far out for him, Dan.
50 metres from home. He kicks inside 50. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. Almost a peg. Raymond setting his sights on the goals. 40 metres out. Heyman steers the ball towards goal. He kicked that one like my wife would. He's kicked that straight into the confectionery stand, out on the full. Duncan marks it. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay.
Well, when Port Adelaide were able to mark the ball inside their forward 50 so easily, it's no wonder they're leading this match. Geelong really need to turn up the pressure. Gray plays on with it.
All is in readiness. More bounce than a dodgy chip. Tapped by Ryder. He's got the footy in his hands. Perfect timing from Bartlett. He decides to play on. Smith won't be getting under that one. Great mark under pressure. He wants to play on. Jams it on the boot now. Nice mark there. Pollock taking aim. Jams it on the boot now. Great mark under pressure. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. 25 metres out. Just fell through. That's his first. Heyman extends the lead from that kick.
Henderson's really good at reading the play out on the field. He just needs to start doing it faster.
Good tap from Ryder. Rockcliffe onto the ball. He gets a kick out of the pack. Perfect timing from Gray. He steadies now in front of goal. Going for goal number 2. The Power by 20 points. I would have expected him to nail that.
Henderson can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. Port Adelaide are in front.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Dixon gets the tap. Wines bumped off the ball. Gets the kick off as he's taken down by Bieber. That's a massive kick. Good mark on the run. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Heyman getting into position for the kick. 30 metres from home. Famous last words, I know, but this is a goal he shouldn't miss. It's not the score he was looking for.
Henderson would like to think he hits all his targets, and for the most part, he does that. Hollett goes for home. Amon takes the mark. He steadies now in front of goal. Amon goes for goal. That's a goal.
Brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Definitely palmed to advantage. He's got the football now. A nice running mark. Gathered by Cranley. Gains possession. Boat with the ball. Drake ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. Let's go to Richo now and take a look at the stats.
Not a lot of difference in the tackling stats. Port Adelaide was slightly ahead with 2-1. Kicking is one of the most essential skills in football, and Port Adelaide would put 21 on the board, which should place them in a good position at this stage of the game if they can keep that up. The Power have a firm grip of the ball when it comes to marking with 18 on the board. The Cats have a bit of catching up to do with only 1.
Hadn't thought of it quite like that, Richo. Let's get back to the action.
Never give up, never give in. And when the upper hand is yours, you may have the ability to win with the dignity that you absorbed the loss.
Almost a touch of synchronised scoring about that mark. There's the peg going for goal number 3. A good mark under the circumstances. Lining up the goal now. Ray takes a shot at goal. Hey, come on, that post has feelings too. Port Adelaide leads by 34. It's not the score he was looking for. Good mark by Bayman. Going for goal number 3. Port Adelaide leads by 40.
Amon is good on both left and right, so kicking off either side is just not an issue for him.
The kick is about as straight as a shopping trolley, and it's a goal. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. Rydick with a big fist on it. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pack. Over the top of the pack. Drake, urged on by the crowd, prepares to kick. Drake hammers the ball for goal. Stewart marks it.
The Cats haven't had many options to kick into. It's resulted in far too many pack contests. They need to start running for each other and creating some space out there. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Goal for Port Adelaide.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Bounce is dead straight. Hit by Ryder. He's got the footy in his hands. He's able to thread a needle, and that kick comes out of the pack. Drake lines it up. The ball is thumped towards goal by Grove. Goes wide for the behind. The Power by 47. He'll be disappointed with that effort. So well timed. Opportunity now for Broadbent. Goodard has it. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Going for goal number 1. The goal for Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide with a handy break, leading the Cats 53-0. The bounce. Rydick aims for his man on the ground. Perlo covers some ground with that effort. The ball bounced favourably for Burn-Jones. Choose to kick it. A good mark under the circumstances.
The Power have just been so dominant in the marking contest, and it's given them the perfect platform to kick a winning score. Port Adelaide have the edge over the Cats in this match.
The ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Here's the bounce. Ryder hits it. The ball in the hands of Ablett. Intercepted. He brings it out of the pack. Dixon gets the upper hand. He steadies now in front of goal, 25 metres out. The ball is slammed towards goal by Dixon. The Power by 10 goals. That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
Henderson really wears his heart on his sleeve. Motlop marks the ball. He lines it up with the goal. Motlop shoots for goal. Only a behind. Port Adelaide are really looking the goods with the lead over Geelong.
He'll be disappointed with that effort. He opts to play on with the ball. Henderson kicks hard along the boundary line. Duncan kicks it forward. So well timed. He's elected to play on. Cool, heading in. Watch his style. Score for Powell. Gets his first. Port Adelaide beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 67-0. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Westhoff with the hit. Ebert onto the ball. He brings it out of the pack. A nice running mark. Here's a chance for Dixon. 40 metres from home. Going for goal number 1. He gave it a crack, but it sailed wide of the goal. Port Adelaide over. Geelong by 68. I would have expected him to nail that.
Henderson is good, but he doesn't always find that best option while in congestion. He plays on with the ball. He gets the ball.
He'll be disappointed with that effort. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Drake setting his sights on the goals. 35 metres out. The ball is slammed towards goal by Grove. Port Adelaide in front. It's not the score he was looking for. Henderson sends the ball on its way. Gray just gauging which way that wind was blowing. Nice goal from Gray. That's 6 in a row for Powell. Port Adelaide starting to exert some dominance over Geelong with the lead of 76-0. Great bounce. Smith, I've seen better swings on a condemned playground. Strong man. Opportunity now for Dixon. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. 25 metres out. Well, if you can hand-pick a position, this is it. Straight in front of the goals. The bounce is straight up and down. Knocks it down in front. Richo has some stats for us now.
If you look at the stats, Geelong don't look crash hot. If you want to look at the scoreboard, they don't look any better.
You always have that unique perspective on things, Richo. It's half-time and no doubt the coach will want to have a chat to his team about their first half performance. The half-time break is over now. Back to work.
The difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a person's determination.
Nice hands. Bumps the big skin. Nice work from Smith. Smith feeds it wide. Dropped by Boak. He runs for home. Sends the ball inside his attacking 50. Heyman drops it. Dixon shoots it. And they like it behind the goals. He likes it. Goal. That's 8 in a row for the Power. The Power leads by 88. The bounce. Punch by Ryder. Boak onto the ball. He brings it out of the pack. Dixon has it. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Choose to kick it. Wingard marks on the run. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. He's missed. Was that a brave attempt or a stupid attempt, Richard?
Bit of both, I think, Dan.
He'll be disappointed with that effort. A kick to himself and play on by Henderson. Broadbent gets the upper hand. Broadbent with the shot. Chalk up a goal for Powell. Broadbent getting his first right there. They're starting to stamp their dominance on this game. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Umpire bounces the ball. Ryder with the first touch. Boat on the ball at the moment. Smothers it. Pittard read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. Pittard just squeezes it over the line. Port Adelaide with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 101-0. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Cleared by Ryder with the ball now. Boat, cool under pressure, releases in time. This is the intended target. Dixon alone for the uncontested mark. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell him 20 metres from home. Now even Pythagoras would have trouble working out these angles. Heyman marks it. He decides to play on. Heyman shoots. He's missed the lot. Out of bounds on the full it goes. Gets boot to leather. Nice mark there. Hit by Stewart. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. That was the peg. Heyman, the better man there. Heyman throws the ball. Free kick. Duncan boots it. Wingard presents and takes the mark. Going for goal number 1. Wingard slots the goal. This kick puts them further into the lead. The Power starting to exert some dominance over Geelong with the lead of 107-0. All is in readiness. The ball has been bounced.
The Power have just been so dominant in the ruck, and that's been able to give their midfielders so much time and space, and that's why they lead this match. Gregson with the kick. That's a nice strong mark. He boots it. He gets it under pressure.
Great, plays it on. His kicks are like fingerprints, no two ever the same. Perfect timing from Westhoff, and he's heading for home. Marks. Jams it on the boot now. Almost the end of the quarter. There's only one to go after this. Score for Power. The Power starting to exert some dominance over the Cats with the lead of 113-0. Here we go. Ryder got a fist on it. Wines onto the ball. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. He wins the contest. Which you rate him for this kick.
He should have no problem kicking this one through.
Dixon just kicked it where he was aiming. He was aiming through the behinds, I think. The Power fight 114. Time to check the stats. Richo.
The Power leading the kicking stats by a considerable margin on 65. The Cats behind with only 21 and may have a hard time catching up. The Power way out in front of Geelong with the possessions, 80% next to their name. Both teams fairly close in the tackling stats. Geelong 4, Port Adelaide 3.
Thanks, Richo. The final quarter, and it should be most enjoyable.
You're never a loser until you quit trying.
Pollock receives the ball. What was the intention of that kick, Richo?
He just sprayed that one. He should have put more thought into that.
Richo, you rate him for this kick?
Should kick this 9 times out of 10, but you never can be sure.
That could be the final nail in the coffin. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Ryder wins the tap. Terrible timing by Smith. Selwood on the ball at the moment. Unfortunately, placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. He takes an uncontested mark. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal in the side. Heyman looking to add another. What a match he's having. The huge kick makes it to the goals. 5 goals means you've dominated your opponent. Time for a new one. Heyman extends the lead from that kick. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. He gives the ball away. Has it now. Hands like dinner plates. Keeps it close to the ground. Nice work from Ryder. Played on him. Jams it on the boot now. The contest, no match for him.
Stanley's shown a lot of character with his recent performances. Slips through his fingers. Jonas gets the ball. He boots it. Kolodjasny marks it. He boots it.
so well timed. Wines plays on, nicely intercepted by Dangerfield. Rydick laps up the misplaced footy. It's his. A nice running mark. Pittard lining up 45 metres out. Pittard lets fly with a shot at goal. Through for a point. The Power with the upper hand in this match, and it shows on the scoreboard, leading 127 to 0. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Lining up the goal now. Broadbent with the shot. What a great goal by Broadbent. That's number 2. This kick has extended their lead. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce straight down. Dixon with the mighty fist. A lovely drop punt. Well, he gave it a shot. Drake executes the goal well. That could be the final nail in the coffin. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the Ruckmen unleash. Tapped by Dixon. The ball in the hands of Beaver. I haven't seen him for a while, Richard.
That's right, Dan. His opponents are all over him.
Well, he gave it a shot. Wines has played a shocker. He's like a long jumper who can't reach the sand. Pittard in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. Pittard with the shot. To be generous, you'd say he was just wide of the mark with that shot. But Adelaide by 140. He'll be disappointed with that effort. He plays on with a little kick. He keeps his cool under pressure and kicks the ball out.
And the Fords are marking the ball so cleanly inside 50 like they are now. It must give Port Adelaide a lot of confidence, especially when the pressure is on.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Deft touch from Dixon. Rockcliffe kicks it. Craig ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. Let's have a shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Gets the distance. 5 goals means you've dominated your opponent. Time for a new one. This kick stretches the lead. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Dixon aims for his man on the ground. Has it now. Hands like dinner plates. Picked by Watts. A mark by Pittard. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. The Power get a goal. That could be the final nail in the coffin. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Umpire bounces the ball. Lickans totally outclassed in that contest. Not the most exciting match. No real competition between the teams. Disappointing. Richo, any last-minute thoughts?
The Power established their dominance early and never looked like losing.
That's pretty deep, Richo. Final scores are 158 to 0. Well, that's it from us. Thanks for joining us, Richo.
Thanks, Dennis. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us. As always, it's been a pleasure. We look forward to seeing you back soon.
Hello everyone, Zagbox Gaming here. So I'm just gonna say I'm really sorry about the intro. I didn't talk in the intro because I was a bit of like I'm just pretty tired right now, and I had like a big day today. So I just have a little bit of recovering because like I think the last time you guys saw, I reckon like I don't wanna because I didn't post it on YouTube. It's like I played Fortnite and then I'm crashing out so much. so I had a little recovering. But anyways, flexes are basically Carlton beat the West Coast Eagles. So which is Carlton didn't got the chance to go to the finals. Same always Port Adelaide beat got 50 158 point win by Geelong and 162 win against like Carlton won by 162 points by West Coast. Alright, next up we might put this in my next episode, but I reckon these two will be next challenging, and I'll probably hold on. Well, we'll see. Who knows? Like, who knows? But really, I might do that today. We might do this, and then hold on. So the third, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So after this one is the other ones like I can clearly tell, but so yeah, we got so after round 5 is 6, and after 6 is 7. So we almost finished the game. We almost finished the game. We're nearly like in the finals. But anyways, let's check the ladder. So for example, Carlton's in the fifth on the ladder, and base of Port was in the 12th, which is Melbourne in has 2 wins and 2 losses, but we might get the chance though, like I was said, in the flexes, Melbourne might beat Richmond, so like depends on how Richmond is. Yup. Yeah, okay, cool. So so Richmond will get a chance. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day, ladies and gents, and I'll see you guys all next time in the next episode. I'm just pretty tired right now, so alright, have a good one and good night. And yes, goodbye.